Hi, this is Tom, and I want to take a few minutes today to talk to you about route slips and handoffs. I frequently will suggest route slips to practices, and I'm generally looked at with cross eyes. I don't think that the practices that I suggest them to understand what a great tool they can be, or how powerful they can be in making your service to the community, or your, I suppose, your lack of work, or I don't want you to get burned out or think you're working too hard. I think it makes your life just so much easier. So I really suggest that you use a route slip as sort of a football inside the practice during the day, to be passed from one person to another so that communication thrives and that patients aren't forgotten about. Every day I would suggest you have all of your patients for the schedule have a printed route slip that's connected to their appointment. If you use digital records, then you can still use this paper copy, and as the patient comes back, the route slip comes with them from the front to the back. If you use the paper records, then they're just paper clipped to the outside. And what I would use the route slip for would be it's a summary of the patient's condition. It tells, obviously who they are, where they're from, who their spouse is, their children, but also what's scheduled for the day, what's scheduled in the future, what's on the treatment plan that's unscheduled, treatment that's been presented but not accepted. And it helps you clarify your thoughts as you're going through a busy but efficient day. So as the patient would be seated from the front to the back by the assistant, the route slip would come with her, and the assistant might say, "Hi, Mrs. Jones, I see that we're going to work on a crown on the top right, and also a filling on the bottom right today, and then next time when you come back, we're going to put the crown in on the top right and do this filling on the bottom left. Do you have any questions about that?" And that allows Mrs. Jones to tell you whether or not that's exactly what she thinks is going on or not. Then when doctor comes in, doctor sees the route slip, and or the assistant has already told the doctor what we're planning on, and the doctor confirms it with the route slip. And as he begins or she begins their work, the doctor would perhaps something odd like found a cracked filling on an adjacent tooth during the crown prep, and talk to the patient about that, and while they were numb did the extra filling. Or determined that no filling was needed, or something along those lines. You never know, and notes to the rest of the team could be written on the route slip. And then when the treatment was completed, the patient would be dismissed and the route slip would come back to the front. So the front desk would know that the treatment was completed by circles or other indications, and would know that the next treatment scheduled is already in the computer or on the books, and that the any other notes from the back to the front could be on this route slip. And the patient doesn't look like it doesn't look like to the patient you're unaware of what's going on. You look more efficient to that person. Another thing that I would use the route slips for then at the end of the day would be to confirm my production. It's so common that services are done but not entered, and just like you're reconciling your deposit at the end of the day, you count up how much money you've collected and you check the deposit ticket that's in the computer, so too you can add up all your route slips to make sure your production matches your route slips. So it's a reconciliation check and a good for handoffs. And I find having route slips to be perhaps more paper, but the efficiency inside the offices will go way up. So I suggest you get them out and start to use them. I think you'll find that as you begin to use them, you'll lean on them more and more, and you'll notice it's a tool in your box now that will help you in improving your efficiencies and adding more service to your community. So give that a try, and if you have specific questions on how you might use it, I'd be happy to talk to you about that separately. Hope you have a great day.